Welcome back. Actually, I'm the one who's back. So why I'm saying that, check why in my channel's page, check when I posted my last video. Okay, what I'm going to talk in this video is something very interesting. If you like football and like to hear some verbal highlights of last week's action in Europe's top tier performances, then I'm there to do and you're there to listen. Okay, before getting into the video, I asked a question in my last video. Check my last video over here. Okay, the answer for that video is Matt Hummels from Borussia Dortmund, and 3 persons got it correct. They are Hafiz, Hasif and Gunalan. A huge shout out to them for taking the time and answering the question. So I'll be asking another question in this video. Stick till that part in this video. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. They're saying all of these. Let's dive into the video. I will be covering all the top flight clubs' performances from top flight leagues. So saying that nothing is bigger and better than Premier League itself. So let's begin with that. Oh, where would I begin? There's plenty happened over the weekend. Okay, to begin, Manchester City faced Tottenham in London in a match where Spurs won the match 2-0. VAR played a role once again, which again brought frustrations to the fans. Aguero was fouled in 30-some minutes and the referee allowed the game to process, declining the claim for penalty. But VAR came into the act after 2 or 3 minutes of the play after the incident. Oh my god. Sorry guys, but this VAR thing is definitely requiring some improvement. Hope it happens in the future. But the good part is debutant Bergwijn scored an outstanding goal and established him to the Premier League. City dominated the match at most parts, but the momentum changed hands after Zinchenko's red card in the second half, which led to the result we are seeing. And don't forget, it was a clash between Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho, in which Pep has won 10 times against the ex-Real boss, while Jose has 6 in his kitty, and they both share 7 draws altogether. Talking of Manchester, it was Bruno Fernandes' debut in Old Trafford. Guess what guys, he earned man of the match, which pretty much defines his caliber. It was goalless at Old Trafford as Wolves and Reds fought equally hard. Both teams had their moments, and I believe best times are ahead for Manchester United. Maybe I'm just hoping for that. Okay, next up, 4th placed Chelsea traveled to face 3rd placed Leicester. It was one hell of a match as they both drew 2-2. Both sides played some good as well as some bad football, hence the result. Centre back Rudiger got a brace for the Blues. It was a match where Chelsea scored, Leicester equalized, then Leicester team scored again, leading the goal tally, and finally Chelsea equalized. Lots of entertainments for taking guys. Speaking of Chelsea, Chelsea's rival Arsenal played a goalless draw against Burnley, but the Gunners were very lucky to take away at least 1 point from the game. Jay Rodriguez and Jeff Hendrick of Burnley missed a golden chances for Burnley to win the match that they dominated for large stretches. Arsenal too missed bright chances in the beginning of the game in the form of Lacazette and the returning star Aubameyang. Nothing much to say from that. Finally, it is tabletoppers Liverpool. They had 2 games to play in the week and they pretty much won both. It has become a routine for them, right? It's the goals that matters for the Anfield team. 2 goals up against West Ham and 4 goals up against Southampton, and both was a clean sheets. Salah scored 3 goals in this week, while Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain scored 2 goals in aggregate for Liverpool. This took the Klopp's team 22 points ahead of Manchester City's, which is a record in Premier League. It's Bundesliga time of the video guys. Oh my word, Haaland, he is truly a goal machine. Again, 2 goals once again, and he is already leading Bundesliga as Dortmund made a statement in the title race by winning 5-0 against Union Berlin. The Berlin team worked hard to score, but they simply couldn't do it. I'm not saying that Dortmund's defense was so good, but their whole teamwork was one of a kind. Okay, it wouldn't be nice if I haven't mentioned this boy's name, Jadon Sancho. Oh my! He is proving his worth day by day via his performances, and undoubtedly he is one of the best in the business at present. He scored 1 goal and assisted 2. Okay, the main German team Bayern capitalized on the ex-table toppers Leipzig's points drop as they won 3-1 against Mainz, thanks to goals from another goal machine Lewandowski, Müller and Thiago. This means now they claim the top spot once again, and guess what guys, the Bundesliga title is on fire. Spanish time, La Liga time. To begin with, it was Madrid derby. The bigger Madrid team, Real Madrid, won it by a goal difference against Atletico Madrid, thanks to the only goal from Karim Benzema. Real dominated in possession, shots on target, and that pretty much sums up, isn't it? Now I feel that now Atleti and Simeone looks like Pochettino and Spurs a couple of months ago. That's that, and this means Real was ahead in the charts by 6 points before it was brought down to 3 as Barca also won their match. Levante was the team, 2-1 was the result in Camp Nou. 17-year Ansu Fati scored a brace, Messi assisted both, while Levante scored a late goal which only turned out to be a consolation. Barca dominated the first half, and as far as the second half, it was very boring to say the least. But I would say a much welcoming win for Setien after the loss against Valencia. Big tests are still waiting ahead for Setien, and let's hope for the best at least. Directly from Spain to Italy, Juventus outplayed Fiorentina as they won 3-0 in which Ronaldo scored a brace from penalties. This means CR7 has now scored in 9 consecutive games for the Jews, which is a record that no player has done before for the Jews. Juventus dominated the game overall, resulting in them keeping their lead in the title race by 3 points ahead of Inter Milan. Speaking of Inter, they too won their match against Udinese by 2-0. And guess what? Lukaku scored them both. This means that Inter has put a full stop to a pack of draws that they attained and turned their winning mode on. The other Milan team, AC Milan, were held to 1-1 draw by Verona, a match that saw third generation of Maldini played for the Milans. Other than that, Lazio won 5-1 against SPAL, where Immobile got a brace, taking his tally to 25 goals overall, which is again a record in Serie A that no player has done in Italy. Finally, talking about the only team that the world, or at least I, care about in France. Yes, it's Paris Saint-Germain. It was a drama-filled match as PSG won 5-0 against Montpellier. First, Kylian Mbappe was taken off in the 68th minute, which led to the spat between Kylian and coach Thomas Tuchel. Second, Neymar was showed yellow card for showboating in the pitch. Third, 2 Montpellier players were sent off, giving them a red card. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, this means that the Paris team is now 11 points clear in the table. That's it for the video, which means that's it for the weekend, guys. So I said that I'll be asking a question. So the question for this video is, what player scored 4 goals in 12 minutes after coming on as a sub versus Nottingham Forest? He has rated, guys, that's a clue. Another clue is that he is currently working in Old Trafford. Okay, I'll repeat the question again. What player scored 4 goals in 12 minutes after coming on as a sub versus Nottingham Forest? Okay, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you all like the video. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and leave your suggestions below. Comment the answers for the question below. And saying all of these, I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, it's bye from Sporty Bo. Take care.